I'm Bradford Cox, and I play in Atlas Sounds and also Deer Hunter. I've been doing Atlas Sounds since I was like a small kid. I've been doing it much longer than Deer Hunter, and it's just an opportunity for me to explore different sounds and different types of songwriting. Whereas Deer Hunter, it's really rock. The biggest goal that I have with Atlas Sound is to transpose different things and to like juxtapose like really different sounds. So there'll be a song that kind of has like a split influence between like garage rock and perhaps like more ambient kind of electronic music. So it's kind of like a big mix of different influences. It's kind of I would use the same description I'd use for Deer Hunter, which is like ambient punk, but Atlas Sound is a little bit more random. I just use electronics and sequencers and samplers and looping pedals, and I don't focus as much on, my goal is not to recreate the album. The days in the way were cold and golden, always dripping honey from the It's always fun. We played one in the winter with Thurston Moore and some other bands. It's the winter. So this is exciting to me. On this 4 tracks, you kind of have to invent sounds, because in Ableton and with computers, it's very easy to find the sounds you're looking for. And sometimes it takes some of the magic away from the music to me, because when something is so easy, it's less rewarding. Whereas on a 4-track, you really have to try and work to get an interesting sound. The reason why I'm able to make so much Atlas Sound music, like so many different songs, like for the blog and stuff, is because it's a very quick process. And I remember recording with a 4-track, it was a slower process, and it kind of handicaps you and makes you consider different elements of the song It seems like it just makes sense that music would be free, you know? I make records that are more narrative and that make sense to be packaged, and they have like a concept, not a concept, but like they have, records are like these designed containers. But with like random songs and stuff, I mean, I just feel like, why not give it away for free? I mean, you know, because also nobody can put out music as quickly as I make it, you know, or a lot of people make it. But whereas a lot of people just sit on it, I'd rather just have it distributed, you know. People are getting tired of waiting for the process of putting out a record. Plus, then the record just leaks. Before it's released, everybody downloads it for free anyway. I'm kind of like revolting against like the idea of like records only being like these commodities. My revolt against record labels. I don't think they're always necessary. I don't think record labels are always necessary. People don't receive very much money from music.
Is it more?
I mean, I like if you're big, if you're huge. I mean, we receive our money from live shows, really, and T-shirts, you know, things like that. I mean, people don't make a lot of money from like people going to buy the record. I mean, not a lot of people buy records anymore. I mean, not a lot of people buy CDs, you know. Whereas a band like in the '80s, like the Pixies, they could make a comfortable living off of selling records. I don't think it's not as much of a possibility anymore. I mean, the only reason I'm able to make a living right now is because I constantly tour. You know, I don't make enough money to live off of just records, making music. It's not enough. A lot of like 60s garage rock and girl groups, but it's also obscure. I mean, it's like compilations of like singles from like garage bands from, you know, small towns, and you know, it's not like they have a catalog or like a name that you would recognize, like, or I would recognize. I mean, it's like you don't know anything about them. It's just one obscure single, you know, on a compilation or something. But the top of my list right now is Animal Collective.